138 Openings of Wisdom by Rabbi Moshe Chaim Zato. This is a reading and a meditation on opening 17. In English Gematria, the number 138 has a numerical value of the words, "Are you ready?" Opening 17, Sephirah and Partsuf, government, overall, and individual. Note, the Hebrew word Sephirah has the connotations of radiating light and also of counting. Each Sephirah is one in a count of several. The Hebrew word Partsuf denotes the face or overall visage presented by a person to those who see him or her. There is a Sephirah and there is a Partsuf. A Sephirah is a power that is one power out of the 10 overall powers. As one of these powers, the Sephirah is the foundation on which the entire structure of particulars dependent upon it is built. But the Partsuf shows the complete perfection of each whole power in detail, seen explicitly in the form of the fundamental likeness of Adam. Its root is in the secret of 613, which constitutes the entire structure of Adam. We will now discuss another fundamental that must be understood in relation to the Sephirot themselves. The proposition consists of two parts. Part 1, there is a Sephirah and there is a Partsuf. This introduces the subject of these two categories. Part 2, a Sephirah. This explains these two categories. There is a Sephirah and there is a Partsuf. Two categories may be understood in relation to the Sephirot. Sephirah and Partsuf. And the Sephirot themselves sometimes appear like this and sometimes like that. But now we're going to say that the entire government of the worlds, Hanhagah, can be examined in terms of Sephirot and also in terms of Partsufim. These are the two pathways of Rabbi Moshe Cordovero of blessed memory, 1522 through 1570, and the Holy Rav, the Ari of blessed memory, 1534 through 70. I'm not sure about this date because I think I remember it was 72 until 38 years old. So 34 plus 30 is 74. And then 8. So it might be 72. So it might be off on the dates here. But at any rate, around that time. A Sephirah is a power that is one power out of all the 10 overall powers. When we speak about the laws of the government, the 10 Sephirot constitute all the basic types of laws. It is clear that since the entire government is also included in them, and the details of the government are many, if so, these are the 10 types that include all the details. As one of these powers, the Sephirah is the foundation on which the entire structure of particulars dependent upon it is built. Everything relating to the government must be understood in terms of these two categories, either which Sephirah is it or which Partsuf is it. As we have clearly discussed earlier, the Partsufim are nothing but arrays in which the powers extend, ordered along the lines of kindness, judgment, and mercy, and their levels in all their pathways, their laws of control, and their mode of government. Now, the 10 Sefirot are 10 powers and no more, and they constitute the proper levels of kindness, judgment, and mercy as discussed by the first Mikubalim. See Cipher Tzira 1.3, Rabbi Moshe Cordovero, Pardes, the beginning. And these are the foundations of the entire government, but the detailed pathways of each one of these 10 powers is what we call by the name of Partsuf. There is no Partsuf without a Sephira. This means that in order to understand matters relating to a Partsuf, it is first necessary to understand the Sephira and to understand its function among the other 10 powers. After this, we will seek to understand its pathways in detail, and then we will understand it as a Partsuf. You will therefore not find it problematic why Rabbi Moshe Cordovero, blessed memory, interpreted the entire Zohar only in terms of the Sephirot. For certainly it is true, of course, that the entire government depends on the 10 Sephirot, except that in this aspect we understand the government through them, but not through their parts. We know in general what comes out of them. And when we know the parts of, besides knowing from which Sephirah something in the world comes, we will also know from which part and which aspect or feature of that Sephirah. Each part of is initially a Sephirah. This is the foundation upon which that particular structure is built. More than that, this is a parts of. Thus the proposition continues. But the parts of shows the complete perfection of each whole power and detail, seen explicitly in the form of the fundamental likeness of Adam. To be called a partsuf, it is not enough that it is a particular. It is because this particular is ordered according to the fundamental likeness of Adam that it is called a partsuf, or face. Its root is in the secret of 613, which constitutes the entire structure of Adam. In this respect, of the way the array of its parts extends, it is true that each Sephirah consists of 10, and there should have been any number of parts when the Sephirah divides up into its particulars. Nevertheless, in truth, what the Supreme thought calculated was 613. And this is what we see here below in the human form, with its 248 bones and 365 sinews, making a total of 613. So too the commandments of the Torah consist of 248 positive commandments and 365 prohibitions, making a total of 613. For everything goes according to this measure.